So recently I've been asked a lot of questions about the Canadian educational pathway. So in this video I'm going to be answering some of those questions so that you are better prepared for the Canadian educational journey, because the Canadian educational journey and the UK educational journey are different. Questions that have been asked are like, can I apply for January 2024 session at this point in time? I have a study gap of 15 years. Can I apply? I have a HND. Can I apply? I have third class. Can I apply? In this video, I'm going to be answering all those questions and more. So if you want to know if you are qualified to apply to Canadian schools, then please keep on watching.
Everybody know I'm a visual. Yeah, I kill it cold like a criminal. I'm everybody's type, but nobody can deny. Yes, you know I get it, I'm getting freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky on, get that freaky on. Getting freaky, get it right.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva, and I am a University of Nottingham alumni and also a Developing Solutions Scholarship Award winner. In this educational series, I talk about the UK admission process and other countries' admission process or educational pathway. I also talk about the student visa application process. I also talk about tips and tricks on how to enjoy your stay in any country as an international student, and I also talk about tips and tricks on how to earn more money as an international student in any country. So if you like videos such as this and you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, before we continue with this video, I just want to remind you that I offer some educational services. I offer some UK educational services, and I have included an educational service for Canada, that's for Canadian schools. For the UK educational services, I offer SOP writing services. I also offer academic civil writing services, and I offer the UK admission package. Now, the UK admission package comprises of me curating courses and schools that best fit you, helping to write the SOPs for the courses that you've chosen, also helping to write an academic CV to boost your chances of getting an offer, and then helping you with the application process so that your application is as smooth as possible. Now, for Canadian schools, I'm only offering the SOP writing services. If you watch my last video, you know why I am not offering the admission package. So for Canadian schools, I only offer SOP writing, and you know Canadian schools are not like UK schools. Your SOP has to be on point and has to be very, very specific. So that is one of the reasons why I included the SOP writing for Canadian schools into the services that I offer. Now, for the UK admission package, I have two types, and it's dependent on your educational background and also your professional experience. Now, if you want to use any of my services, please send me a mail to the email address on your screen, and when sending me the mail, tell me what you want exactly, and also send me your documents so that I can scan through and see if you fit into my clientele. If you send me a message or a mail like an international student and I want to study in the UK, I will not reply your message. If you like, send it 10 times. I will not reply it. My services are not free. They are not expensive, but they are not free. So if you are not ready to use my services, please don't send me any mail. Now, you can also join the Telegram group. The Telegram group is real time, so you get real time information as it is occurring, so that you are aware of some opportunities and you're also aware of some issues, so that you can avoid the issues and take advantage of the opportunities. Now, sometimes in the Telegram group, I share tips and tricks on how to avoid some things. I share tips and tricks on how to make the best choices, and I also share opportunities that you can take advantage of. The last time I shared a PhD studentship opportunity that people can apply and get paid while they are doing their PhD. And you know, with the new postgraduate rules and everything, if you are studying a PhD program in the UK, you can relocate with your dependents. So in the Telegram group, I do things like that. And in the Telegram group, you also have people that will share information, especially if they've passed a particular stage where you are. So you can join the Telegram group. The link is in the description box. And you can also send me a private message if you want to use my services after joining the Telegram group. So with all that said, let's get into this video. So this video is in a question and answer style. So let's get into the questions that are most frequently asked about the Canadian educational pathway. Now, the first question is, I have a third class. Can I apply to Canadian colleges and universities? And unfortunately, the answer is no and yes. No, if you want to apply for a master's program in universities, you would not get an offer. So there is no need applying to a school or university. If you watch my last video, you would know that Canadian schools and colleges don't joke with their application fees. So unfortunately, the class degree awards are not accepted in most universities and even some colleges. And the fact is that the amount of schools that are available in Canada is smaller than the schools in the UK and US. So the competition is high. It's really high. So if you don't have a strong second class upper and above, you might not get an offer, especially into the master's programs. Now, if you watch my last video, you know that the restrictions in for the entry restrictions into master's program, PhD program in Canadian universities are high, unlike what is seen in the Canadian colleges. So if you have a third class, you might be able to get into an advanced diploma program in some Canadian colleges. So if you have a third class, please avoid universities because you might not get an offer. Now, the second one is, so if I have a second class lower degree, I cannot get an admission into Canadian schools. You can get admission into some Canadian schools, but you might not be able to get admission into universities for master's program. Now, in the last video, I talked about the fact that I've applied to a Canadian school and I got an offer, and someone who applied to the same school and the same course did not get an offer. Like the person that actually told me about the course and the school did not get an offer because that person had a second class lower, and I had, if you know my story, you know I have a higher degree than a second class upper. So I was able to get the offer, but that person did not get the offer. So it is very, very competitive, and you might not be able to get a master's program admission, but you might be able to get a postgraduate diploma or postgraduate certificate admission in some colleges. Another question that is commonly asked is, I have a higher national diploma, can I get an admission into a Canadian school? Yes, you can get an admission into a Canadian school, but it might not be a university. It's most likely you would get admission into a Canadian college. But depending on your degree award, that's if you have an upper credit, lower credit, pass, or distinction. Yes, I think they have distinction or distinction. You might be able to get into an advanced diploma or postgraduate diploma or postgraduate certificate program. So you might not get an admission into a master's program in a university. You would not. So most likely you would not get an admission into a master's program in a university. So your best bet is to just apply to colleges and apply for the diploma programs, as the diploma, advanced diploma, postgraduate diploma, or a postgraduate certificate. Now the next question is, I have a study gap of 15 years. Would I be given an admission in a Canadian college or university? Now, unlike the UK, where most universities appreciate mature students, they don't discriminate. As long as you fit into the student profile, you have all the background, educational background, professional experience, and the rest. They don't really discriminate against mature students, so they are not really particular about study gap. Now, For Canadian schools, some Canadian schools are actually particular about study gap. So you might see that they have restrictions. Some schools will actually say if your degree is older than 5 or 10 years, that you should not apply for a program in their school. So they will tell you it is there. So before you apply to any school, please check for their study gap restriction, so that you don't apply and then you find out that, oh, you are not qualified because your degree is older than 10 years or 5 years. So please check the study gap restriction of the school that you intend to apply for and see if you qualify to apply for any program in the school.
Everybody know I'm a visual. Yeah, I kill it cold like a criminal. I'm everybody's type, but nobody can deny. 'Cause you know I get it.
So if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you know anyone that might find this video useful, please share this video with that person. Please share it with your friends and family. If you like videos such as this and you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.